And in the top left of Site Delta, we have Wayne. And in the bottom right, we have Trap. All right. So yeah, this is the ESL Open Cup. We're like third round or so. You know, those early rounds kind of covered those up with the StarCraft 1 versus StarCraft 2 match that we saw there. If people are still enjoying StarCraft 1 versus StarCraft 2 mod, let me know. I can probably get some more pro games of it. I'm still somewhat enjoying it, but I am getting a little bit annoyed at how much of a tough time it is for StarCraft 1 players, especially when you see how hard a time TY has when he's like actually one of the best StarCraft 2 Terrans ever, and he's so good with the engine and still can't do it. It's kind of like, you know, it's a bit fucking imbalanced, and I told you guys that as well after I played No Regret and Hearthstone a bunch. Like, I know that people might think I'm trolling or something. Like, oh, you're just bad or just... I'm really not. It's just fucking incredibly hard to do anything. But anyways, here we go into some actual StarCraft 2 now with Wayne versus Trap. Wayne is leading 1-0, so that's pretty big for him. The winner here again goes against Estrella, one of North America's finest, one of my favorite players to cast and watch and even speak to in real life. All right, so, sorry, I got a bunch of things I'm thinking about right now, actually. With the StarCraft 1 versus StarCraft 2 stuff. It's, this happens, actually, I find. You know, it's the early game of PvZ, so we don't need to chat too much. It looks like it'll be Stargate. Like, this is like, this happens to me when I'm playing any sort of new RTS, like, I just get quiet and really think about it quite a bit. I'm sure a lot of you guys are like that as well. When you play a new game like this, it's like my brain is just sitting here chugging away doing like trying to do calculations on what what could be done in these situations. Like, oh, okay. You know, is there maybe some other timings in here that we're not looking at where you could add these buildings more quickly for these units to force this? And anyways, so yeah, just a little bit preoccupied with that. But anyways, the Stargate is coming up. Adept going to go ahead, shade back, chase down these lings. Oracle on the way. Now, the two Adepts coming up. Here's one of the things that we've seen Trap mess up a little bit here. Sometimes he lets us finish. Okay. Well, that's funny because I was literally just talking about how Trap messes this up sometimes, and sometimes he'll let this finish, and it's like he gets a drone and 2 lings or something for his 2 Adepts, and then his Oracle flies in. So there's not multiple things his opponent's watching now. So this is something Trap needs to fix, I think, because we've seen him do that multiple times. Where it's like that, he probably should have canceled that, done a second one to pair with this Oracle, and then suddenly you have really good potential for damage. But now he's got so little potential for damage, in my opinion. Look, takes huge damage, does get 3 kills, which is not bad. I would take big haul damage for 3 kills, but the 2 Adepts died. So, you know, it's not as good as it could have been, right? I think there was way more opportunity elsewhere. So Glaive's on the way right now for Trap. That's interesting. So third Nexus into Glaive. So this is going to be like Glaive pressure. He gets the Forge as well. I believe with this, unless you start making Void Rays, I think you need to go ahead and make your Robo and start getting Immortals, because if you're going Glaives here, you really need something to stop roaches from coming in and ruining your day. So I will await and see if he goes for that. Baneling Nest on the way here for Wayne. Wayne getting that 4th hatch as well. Quite a few Lings on the way. +1 as well. Oracle's very high energy here for Trap. This feels like a weird build from Trap. Like, we've seen stuff like this, but I don't know. This doesn't feel super strong or super sharply executed, I guess, is a big part of it. Right? Look at how many Lings there are actually going to be here for Wayne. I feel like Wayne is just going to be fine. Now, Trap has done a good job pushing the creep back a bit, so that's good. I still don't see other production facilities for him. He's got a starport and like 4 gates. So I'm really worried that what's going to happen is he'll end up losing his Adepts and then just lose to a counterattack, but not entirely sure. The Link Surround coming in as well as the Queens, and he's actually going to be able to kill a lot of these Adepts before that Shade finishes. Second group of Adepts coming up. Only 3 drones killed so far. Yeah, he is targeting a few drones here, so that's good at least. And he will end up with 8 kills. But now we have 10 Banelings on the way. Dude, a 4th Nexus? What does he have for an army? What are we doing here? There's a million billion Lings on the map. Okay, these 2 Oracles are pretty sick, but like, I think he needs them at home. I think he's just going to die to Zerglings. Yeah, breaks through there immediately. The probe death is going to be astronomical, I would say. Look at this. Banelings coming in. Let him attack. Let him attack. There you go. Dude. Okay, he targets down the 1 Bane that gets in there, so that was very, very good. Kills 15 workers. Now, you know what? Trap is still up on workers here. That's kind of wild. I thought for sure after this attack, Wayne would have an economic advantage, but he absolutely does not. He is going to drone up a bit, so he will be able to gain that advantage down. There's still a little bit of harassment going on, so that's good for Wayne. Okay, so Lingbane, just mass Lingbane, +2 melee on the way, Roach speed on the way, a ton of Lings on the way, and a mostly Adept-based attack coming up. Runs his drones. Like, maybe what Trap does ends up working at the end of the day. Maybe. This is it's like weird to watch though. It doesn't feel good. It feels like he should be disadvantaged here. And I'm not 100% sure he is. I do feel like if you put him against a slightly higher tier than Wayne, Wayne is very good, but he's like a very mid-tier pro. He's still improving in everything, and I hope for him that he can achieve his goals and continue to get better and everything, but I would put him more of as like a mid-tier guy. Whereas I feel like if you put Trap doing this against someone a bit stronger, not necessarily world champion quality, but someone a little bit stronger, right? Like maybe, oh, I don't know what shape Scarlet's in right now, but like that kind of level. Or maybe Ragnarok, Shin, you know, something like that. I just wonder because this, like watching what he's doing, the Adepts, every time the Adepts go in, it doesn't feel like it's enough. And normally when that happens, we see a massive counterattack that just kills. But like this has been Ling Bane only for Wayne. So it's a little bit harder to kill with that than if you have like a big Roach Ravager type ball, right? All right, Archon's on the way. Blink getting that +3 attack. That's a very fast +3. Wow. That is a speedy +3 right there. Got that started at 10 minutes, man. There's that robo finally. I thought we'd have that a bit ago. Baneling's speed coming up. I like the Oracle hit squad, removing a bunch of the creep tumors. That's cool. Wayne coming down with what looks like it might be a massive attack here. I love the Ravagers being added in now. Definitely feels like that's something that can change the flow of a battle for sure. You know, you get critical mass against melee units by sticking your units together. Definitely Ravagers and Banes are two great ways to try to deal with that. All right, gonna surround these Archons. Oh, man. The Baneling's getting some good hits there on the left. Oh, my God. Just gonna clear absolutely everything. The Oracle's really kind of the saving grace in a way, but honestly, we're very close to... That was very close to Trap just kind of dying there. I feel like the Oracle is the only thing that made Wayne turn around, and honestly, he's taking full damage from it anyways. Maybe he should have stayed. He's up on 5 base. He's down 14 workers, so Wayne feels to be pretty all in here. All right, so a nice, like, there are some nice engages going on by Wayne. For sure. He's definitely getting some things done. He's reducing the army quality significantly, like, each time he comes in. But his economy behind is not super great. He's just, like, spamming out Ling Roach. Yeah, he's got +2 melee, but not really anything else going on. Prism being sent across the map here. Stasis Wards still doing a great job this late in the game. There's a lot of High Templars out right now for Trap. Trap's army quality certainly rising quite a bit. Okay, so we're definitely switching the pace of this game now, right? It's funny because there was like so much Adept aggression and sacrifice, so much Ling Baneling aggression and sacrifice, then a bunch of scuffles where it was like Wayne's almost breaking through, not quite. And now we're just in a completely different looking game. Just full endgame tech coming up for both sides. We have the Fleet Beacon, we have the Hive. Right, getting Hydras and Hydra upgrades out now. Getting Immortals out for the first time in the game, really utilizing that Robotech. So definitely a very different situation unfolding right now. Wayne has got his drone count up to where he wants it. Trap, of course, sitting on 5 base. I feel like 5 base is the magic number for Protoss in StarCraft 2. Where on 5 base you can afford absolutely anything that you want. He is getting that +1 in Plasma Shield upgrades right now. Still making a few Immortals. Mothership on the way. We have some charge lots coming down. Like, it was a reasonable attack. I like seeing little attacks like that right now. Like, you should be trying to spend this Roach Ravager in some way, like getting some value out of it. And I feel like he is doing that a bit. We have some charge lots elsewhere on the map, dealing some damage as well. I like the idea of those spines. It seems like they're just slightly out of position for what their job is. Unfortunately there. Trap continuing to push up forward. Looks like that hatchery did end up falling as well. So yeah, those spines just slightly not in the right place, it seems. I think he wanted the catch zealots coming in from the side there, but yeah, just a little bit too far away on some of them. Now that's a pretty darn scary army, but against Heavy Lurker, you're not going to be able to quite break. So I think Wayne's going to be able to stabilize here.
Defense donated $3.33. Hey RT, how are you doing?
Yo, what's up?
I just 2-0 Dark.
Nice.
You can check the bracket. Easy games. I am so good. How many people can 2-0 Dark? Very few, and I am one of them.
Anyone that plays Protoss, man. That's just the nature of the beast. Congrats, Don't Defense. Look forward to seeing you win the tournament and maybe the World Championship. All right. So, you know, the Lurker defense is going to be pretty strong. There is a carrier transition coming up. We have Robo coming up here as well as another Nexus. My God. Really pumping out those Nexi. Some good roaming going on by Trap. It definitely feels like Trap is in control of this game right now. The way he's roaming, he's clearing creep, he's got more bases, he's getting into his carrier tech. There's not a lot going on here for Wayne, right? Like he's on Hydra Lurker basically. I don't see Vipers around. Even if he has them, there's a lot of High Templars for counterplay. Not feeling super great. He is going to come in for an attack on the side here. Should be able to bust this Nexus. Not too much problem, I think. Overcharge is actually doing surprisingly well. Unsurprisingly doing surprisingly well, I guess, is the better way to put that. Going after this Nexus now. And yeah, Trap just walking up here and right-clicking some bases. All right, Lurker defense on the right-hand side. Is he going to try to go in and break that? Utilizes his cloak there for a moment. All right, going to go ahead and recall home. Make sure that he doesn't lose another Nexus there at least. A couple of the units not fitting in there. Yeah, Hydra's going to stay and clear out those Oracles, so at least that's a decent kill. Oh, man. Dude, Stasis Ward is really so silly. It's so good. GG. Trap. Gonna win game 2.
Smo 676 just resubscribed for
Thank you,
5
Smo.
months.
Thank you, thank you.
Dorkmaster1 just resubscribed for 30 months. Hello Atwa, thanks for always being great. Upload
This is great. Thank you. Guys, I'll be back 1 second. We'll get this game started. Here we go. Okay, guys. So here we are. We're in game number 3 of Wayne versus Trap. We have Wayne in the bottom left of Amphion and Trap in the top left. And yeah, well, it's early game PvZ, so you haven't missed anything. Hope you guys are enjoying. Again, the winner here will go up against Estrella. And if you're watching this live, don't forget that Dallas is happening coming up. StarCraft 2 Masters Dallas. Going to be a fun event. Looking forward to catching some of that, hopefully, this coming weekend. All right, so, I think hold on one second, guys.
Hey, Artosis. I'm in the cellar right now, straight up decanting it, and by E.T., haha. Well, let's just to say, my Pinot, yeah, that's right, I'm in the cellar right now, straight up decanting it, and by I.T., haha. Well, let's just to say, my Pinot, in case you didn't hear me. Yeah, that's right, I'm in the cellar right now, straight up decanting it, and by E.T., haha. Well, let's just to say, my Pinot, I'm straight up, yeah, decanting it, and by it, ha, yeah, that's right, I'm in the...
All right. Wine enthusiast. All right, so it is going to be Stargate again here for Trap. What I want to take a look at is if he sacks the 2 Adepts early on this time. Little shade up. Little shade down. All right, Oracle's on the way. Second Adept looks like it's shading out right now to meet up with this Adept. I like this. I like this. Little tiny bit of damage on him. Gets a few lings. I like it. Keeping some pressure on. Seeing what's being made. All right, so Oracle flying across the map. He didn't really bring the Adepts up. The Adepts have actually retreated to help out with the 3rd Nexus. And it looks like he will get that probe, so that's a little bit annoying. Gonna get 2 kills, 3 kills, but takes some pretty heavy damage. Oh, gets a 4th and gets out. That was well done. That was well done. Whoa, he got 5? I'm sorry. I don't know how I miscounted that, but he got 5 drones, which is pretty amazing. That is absolutely excellent. That is absolutely an excellent Oracle there. 5 is sick, right? Like 2 is kind of what you're like, okay, it'll always be 2. So let's go from there. 2 is free. Well, not free. You take some damage to get 2, but still. Anyways, Overlord flying through the main. Stalker going to be able to pick that off. Unfortunately loses one of the Oracles here, but is going to pick up 4 more drone kills. Not bad. Not bad. I'm liking it. Trap keeping that pressure on. Now, he's actually just warped in extra depths. So is it going to be Blink or is it going to be Glaives? It looks to me like it's going to be Glaives again. Can't say for sure. Maybe he wants him to think that. And he's going to go ahead with Blink. Yeah, there it is. All right, definitely needs to cancel that one. That would be a terrible one to finish. All right, just going to roam about a little bit. Keeping that pressure on, making sure units are being made, not just drones. Very important thing to do. So Lots and lots of stalkers be made, obviously. A lot of gateways as well. Like, the gateway count is such that this is feeling like it's kind of like a blink all in. Right? So there's 4, and then 5, 6. Right? He's got at least 6 gates. At least 6 gate blink right now. Adding a couple more gases. Robo on the way. Ooh, just barely gets that Oracle out of there. Templar Archive coming up. I thought he had more than 6, honestly. Anyways, whatever. So 6 gates, not that crazy. Now Trap getting ready to set up that 4th base. Going to come forward with his stalkers and the few adepts that are left over from his earlier poking. Some Ravagers being made. No Prism or anything out quite yet. Is getting that Templar Archives. Very Trap-esque. Storm on the way. Now, Storm, yeah, Storm's going to be done well in advance of any attack coming in. Oh my god, is that a Queen and Roach drop both coming up? All right, so he's going to be dropping creep, I guess, and laying some tumors and using transfusions. This is a huge attack coming up from lane. A huge attack coming up.
Smoothie Kings just resubscribed for 19 months. Shitcraft 2.
Thanks. Thanks there. All right, so this push going forward right now, like, I like the idea of bringing the creep and getting some transfusions off, but it doesn't seem like this is going to work anywhere near as well as Wayne was really hoping for. Now, the drop in the main is actually maybe the best thing going on here. He is going to clean that up with Oracles eventually. But the main push itself is going to end up falling. It's not that many drones behind here and only 4 base. So, like, without a doubt, Trap is going to have a pretty big advantage. Yeah, as long as he's microing his stalkers reasonably well here, continuing to make immortals and pull them back. I don't know how you're going to hold his counterattack when he finally whittles this all down, because it does look like this all get whittled. Now, that was a nice pickoff. That was a very good pickoff there. Gets a little bit trapped. He's actually out of most of the battery energy there, so that's kind of big. Yeah, throws a force field down there. Not really the most helpful force field, but I see what he was trying to do, just trying to slow him down at all. Because really all that Trap needs to do is hold this on his 4 base. If he holds it on his 4 base, he's going to feel very good about taking this game from there. All right, so Nidus coming up. Ooh, Swarm Host play. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. So, Swarm Host against this is like... It's a really interesting idea to add Swarm Hosts into this, okay? Generally, Swarm Hosts are going to be very good against an Immortal Archon-based army. Like, that's one of the strongest things that you can really destroy. But this is a slightly more mobile, like, Stalker High Templar-based army. So, like, you can't guarantee very many unit kills. You definitely, I mean, it will get damage, right? That's the thing about Stormhost. They will get damage each time. You don't know exactly how much. They'll do something, though. The thing is, they can be hurt. Like, Stormhost can be countered with, like, good mobile, like, aggressive play. And that's, like, kind of what these Stalkers do. So, again, I'm not, like, I find this really interesting, but I'm not thinking it's a super great idea. See, he doesn't really care. Well, if he's not looking, yeah, I guess you can lose some there. But yeah, one of the weaker things that you would be able to go Stormhost or Stormhost Nidus against, I think. Probably Sky Toss would be the worst thing, but it doesn't feel super great. Again, you know, if you have a very heavy Archon, very heavy Immortal contingent, it's really a great comp though. It's really a great unit to go for. Now, a nice little attack here from Wayne. Getting in, he's going to go ahead and surround a lot of these Warping and Zealots. And actually does go ahead and pop those batteries in a matter of seconds. Kills the gate off to actually be able to make it through here. Bombing down the Robo as well. Some very good moving attacks here from Wayne. Continues to push his way up the ramp. He's going to be able to cancel out 3+3 attack, which is really, really nice. Some storms going down. He does have some Blink Stalkers in here. Biles killing off that battery. He is going to lose this army now. It is a big army that's going down. There's some sort of attack at the 4th base. Okay, it was Locust. It doesn't end up doing that much. Okay, so he lost his main army here. Okay, 28 roaches on the way. Now, you can look at the supply. It's 149, 177 right now. But it's mostly roaches in the army. Now, the thing is, you do want things like heavier Immortals to help counter roaches, which that's where the Locusts, the Stormhosts, will really be very successful in that type of situation. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still feeling like Trap is okay here. He's taking a 5th base in the middle. And look, if your Locusts all dive at those, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Dive 4 and then keep going. Very good, very good. I actually really like that. Good play. Okay, looks like a broken computer. Lot of scuffles going on. But, you know, just kind of watching the overall flow of the game, even though, like, for instance, we see Wayne maxed here, he really hasn't done a great job with his tech overall, right? He's, like, making some Hydras now, but we see Fleet Beacon coming up here for Trap's army. Definitely a more flexible army. There's still good things going on for Wayne. Wayne's making good moves, right? It feels like he's playing with an army deficit for a lot of this, but he is making good moves. Kind of hilarious to see him try this move again, by the way. Would definitely want to see him try to break that on the ramp and get into a better position, but he's going to get super punished here. And I can't imagine Trap losing from here. Even though he's killing some probes, he's powering down some buildings. You know, I feel like he's doing things where, like, if I played a game of StarCraft like this, I'm like, I played pretty well, but he was a lot better than me. You know, that's what this game looks and feels like to me right now from Wayne's point of view. It's like certainly he is playing a good game. Ooh, he didn't overcharge heal the Nexus. That was the problem. You need to actually put that heal on the Nexus immediately against Stormhost. Now Hydras are out. Hold on. If Wayne can clear this army, is he suddenly right back in this game if he clears that? Dude, what a crazy turn of events that could be. The Hydra's really coming out just in the nick of time there. And that Nexus snipe was not something I was expecting. I think Trap as well, not really expecting a Nexus snipe over there on his 4th base. So definitely a painful situation. Does have his 5th Nexus up and going. Is remaking his 4th as well. Wayne's still trying to stay active in the center. Some Vipers coming up as well as the Lurker Den. Mothership on the way. Ooh, good bile there. Gets one of the two obs. Damages the other one pretty heavily. All right, Stormhost maneuvering around to try to kill this fourth base again. Really good move there with the Swarmhost. Dude, I tell you, I like it. I don't think this was the greatest choice from Wayne, but the way he's making this work for him, like, he's doing a great job rotating these. Little bit of a Zealot harassment here in the main base. Going to be cleaned out. Lurkers coming up. A little bit annoying to deal with. Trap just buying a bit of time. Trap's main army moving through the center of the map right now. Definitely a scary looking army. Lurkers trying to get into a quality position here to block this. Where's those storms at? Ooh, nice abduct. Nice abduct. Dude, Wayne! Oh my God. You know what I just thought of? I just thought of a knock-knock joke my grandmother used to tell me when I was a child. She thought it was so funny, and I thought it was so funny as well. Because his name is Wayne, right? And I always think about what bad IDs Wayne makes for himself. He used to be Vanya, he used to be Ride-a-Tat. And anyways, the joke was this, all right? Knock, knock. Who's there? Dwayne. Dwayne who? Dwayne the tub. I'm drowning. My grandmother used to tell me that joke all the time. Anyways, another Swarmos attack coming in. And, yeah, he's going to be able to clear that very easily. Dude! Oh! Lurker Spines! Killing a lot of the High Templar in there, but the Lurker's getting pretty damn cleared as well. He's going after this Nexus at the same time. I think he should be able to save that Nexus, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Definitely not enough time to kill that thing off. Trying to move back into a decent position out of Observer range, but that's not going to work. The Observer just comes up as well. So going to go ahead and kill those off. I actually think the Lurker death animation is bad. It still looks like the Lurker's alive while it's dying. Anyways, more cost efficient here for Wayne. That shows you the power of the Swarm Host for sure. Very surprising. All right, he does go ahead and overcharge the Nexus. Oh, he got it just barely. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit right there. That's +3 Locusts. All right, let's go. I can't believe he got that. Oh, dude, that's funny. Like, why won't those Zealots attack? Warping new ones. All right, nice abduct there on the mothership. Some great abducts coming up, dude. Wayne with the plays. Wayne with the plays here. Going after that armor. No +2 armor for you. No new Nexus for you. Dude, these Locusts have provided so much value. It's insane. Just craziness. So Zealots all over the place from Trap. I think this is Trap just trying to buy himself a little bit of time. Okay, this is a great moment. Gets rid of some of these Storm Hosts. Now, the thing is, the Storm Hosts do take a lot of supply, so even as you kill them, sometimes Zerg can just remax with a much stronger army at that point and actually become scarier in a way. But they've done so much damage to Trap that I totally understand trying to kill them off. Now, going after some of these very important structures. Those are, like, really important structures to get rid of. Gonna get rid of that Nidus there. Okay, nice Abduct on the Immortal. But picking off a lot of these buildings. Dude. Those Abducts are so good. Really the most cost-efficient stuff possible here for Wayne. Almost called him Dwayne there. Another attack into that fourth base. Top right got cleared as well. Dude, this is an insane game, honestly. I think Wayne's done it. I think he has enough to pull back to kill this. Am I wrong? I believe so. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. He doesn't even need to pull back what he's got. His Hydra's going to clear this out. GG is called, and Wayne. He will Wayne the tub. Oh, wow. That was impressive. So Wayne wins. Wayne will go up against Estrella. Pretty sick.